Hey guys, so for tonight, I'm going to tell you my experience personally on how I took my CBT exam or computer-based exam. First, for those people who haven't tried taking the exam yet, I'm going to give you a brief background about what the exam is about. CBT is what we call the computer-based testing. It's the first part of competence that NMC is asking from you. The second part is what we call the OSCE. OSCE is going to be the second part and gagawin mo na yun when you finally arrive in the UK. You're going to be doing this in the computer. You don't have a chance to do a paper-based exam. They don't offer that option. Now, it contains 120 multiple choice questions and you have to finish that in 4 hours, including breaks during the exam. So I would say for me, I was only able to finish it for about 1 hour. Masasabi ko na you definitely can do it as well, maybe even earlier than that. The fee for this is £83. If we're going to convert it in peso, it's gonna be around 5,395 pesos, depending on the exchange rate. The passing mark may vary on the kind of domain that you want to take. So there are actually 4 exams that you can take as a part of your first competence. I'm not sure if this is updated, but this is what I saw in the website of Pearson, which I'll be putting down below for you to access it yourself. I took the adult nursing, so it's going to be 68% lang for you to pass the exam. So depending on what you registered in your NMC, if you selected adult nursing, then you're gonna take the adult nursing exam. If you select the one for pedia, then that's the exam that you're gonna take. So the exam is divided into 3 parts, and I'm going to put here all those categories or the content of those questions, again based on what I read in the website of Pearson. So enough about the brief background about CBT. Now let's go to the time na I already took my exam. I took my exam last December for 2020. So now it's February 6. So mga 2 months na rin ang nakakalipas. Tama ba? Yes. I actually had only a week of preparation. Not even a week, actually 5 days lang. And I was only able to read questions about siguro 3 or 4 hours a day because I was working and it's really difficult to study while working. I'm gonna share with you the review materials that I've used for my exam, and if you want, drop your email para ako na lang yung magsasend sa inyo. Only reviewed the NMC code and the 1060 questions or 1060 questions. I wasn't able to finish all those questions. Siguro mga naka 600 or 700 plus lang ako because I really didn't have the time and medyo nagmamadali ako makapasa ng exam. So thankfully I was able to pass it, but I would suggest that you read all of the questions in the 1060 for you to be able to pass. And some other people, they're saying that you have to also read the Karen phase, the notebook. I think that would also help, but for me, I was only able to finish 1 page because tamad akong magbasa. So I guess I'm just gonna show you the video on the day of my exam para mas accurate yung information. By the way, for those people who would bring their own cars or vehicles, there is a parking lot near the building, like beside the building, because I took my exam in Misnet in Makati City. When you go in there, you're gonna see the building and then kailangan mo lang siyang lagpasan. Sa dulo, there is another building, so just go down. There's a basement parking. However, the basement parking allowed for visitors is in B5 or B6 if I'm not mistaken, so super baba niya. Now the guard is going to ask you to leave an ID, so give any ID that you want as long as it's valid and as long as it's not your passport. He's going to give you a ticket and then that's it, you can go to the parking. Super luwag lang ng parking area actually, but I'm not sure kung late ka nang pupunta doon because when I went there, My exam was at 8 o'clock and I went very early, like 7:30 nandoon na ako. Or even earlier, like 7:15. Hey guys, it's me again. So I just finished my exam. It's exactly 10 o'clock in the morning. But I finished my exam in like 59 minutes. Pero I reviewed my answers, like all of my answers. Siguro for another 20 minutes. Yan, so natapos ako mga 9:50. I can't say na super hirap ng exam. But, you know, hindi ko rin masasabing madali siya. The best advice that I can tell is you need to really read the 1060 questions because may mga question talaga dun, like exactly the same questions na lumabas dun sa mismong exam. You should have enough sleep para hindi ka distracted during the exam kasi kanina I was kind of distracted. Medyo narinig mo kasi yung usapan from the counter or from the reception. Pero it's not too loud naman. I'm going to share how I started or from the moment I started to enter the building. So, I arrived at around 7:30 or 7:40. Sarado pa yung office. So, nag-open sila around 8 a.m. My exam starts at 8:30. Mabilis naman yung process. So, there were a few of us inside. Siguro mga less than 10 people. But there were only 3 of us who's going to take CBT at 8:30 in the morning. Tapos yung mga iba, like 9 o'clock, 9:30, dumarating sila from time to time. First thing that were asked from us is to fill out a form. Lalagay mo lang yung name mo, kung anong klaseng exam. Ang sa akin kasi, registered nurse adult. So, I just put RNA. I put the time that I came in. Tapos then they gave us a form to fill out. Regular form na binibigay for COVID. Meron din signature. You should provide your passport. No need for photocopies of any IDs. You have to put all of your things inside the locker. Jackets are allowed, but bags, even your watch, would not be allowed to be inside the examination room. Tinawag ulit ako. I signed electronically and then they verified my birthday. Pinicturean nila ako. That's it. After that, pwede ka nang pumasok dun sa examination room and then start na agad. Like right away. The process was really easy. It was really good. Sa examination room, I was expecting na super lamig. Pero hindi talaga. It's up to you. Kung lamigan kayo, it's okay to bring a jacket. Pero kung hindi naman, kahit wag na, hindi naman ganun ka-strong yung aircon sa loob. Place was quiet. You're not going to be easily distracted from people outside. Yun lang pagka may pumapasok na nakaschedule after your time. Kasi ako 8:30. So yung mga pumapasok is like 9 o'clock, 9:30, ganun. But other than that, okay naman. The monitor was really big, so medyo naduduling ako. Kaya ginagawa ko, lumalayo ako. And then, I had an issue with the chair. Yung swivel chair kasi nila, walang armrest. So, napapaganon ako. Of course, merong sandalan, but that's just it. Well, I would, by the way, advise you guys to read the instructions. Although it's gonna take you time, like minutes or less, para ma-warm up din kayo before you take the exam. There's no calculator for the calculations, for the drug calculations, but don't worry because the drug calculation questions were so easy. Some questions medyo nahirapan ako. That was because I think I wasn't able to encounter that kind of question. And I wasn't able to encounter that situation during my duty days in the hospital. After the exam, you'll have to sign out. Lagay mo yung time na natapos ka dun sa paper sa reception. And then you're gonna get your things from the locker. Oh, by the way, you also have to bring out yung pinagsulatan mo ng calculation mo. Bibigyan ka kasi ng laminated na card. Malaki siya. Ka-size siya ng band paper. And then a pen. Like, manipis lang siya na parang pentel pen. Bring it out with you, give it to the reception, i-drop mo siya dun sa box along with the pen. After that, you open your locker, get your things out, and then put your key in the other box. Katabi lang siya ng pinagkuhanan mo. The receptionist is going to give you a paper. It states na tapos ka na sa exam. So this one, they gave a brown paper pa. And then, this is the paper. So,
So, ang nakalagay lang dito is my candidate name, my ID, what kind of examination I took, the date of my exam, and the time as well. And then it says, thank you for taking this exam. Pearson VUE will make your results available within 48 business hours. So, for some people, for some test takers, they said they were able to get their result in just not even an hour, or not even 30 minutes. So, my God, I'm going to check my result. I hope talaga na pumasa ako, because the money that was spent here is not, hindi siya biro, right? Although it's just 5,000 compared to other exams, but it's still money, and sariling money ko yun, so pinaghirapan ko yun. So, for those people who is, going to avail of the parking, you'll have to pay your parking ticket, the ground floor ng PBCom. So, there's a guard there, just paglabas mo ng elevator from upstairs. There's a guard, pwede mo siyang tanungin, kasi medyo nakatago yung cashier nila eh. Kasi dun lang siya sa entrance. Before you go inside, merong entrance na merong cashier for parking on the left side. So, dun ka magbabayad. And I only paid 80 pesos. Diba? Super cheap compared to, kasi we're in Makati, so you would expect na mahal dito. Good luck, guys, for those who's going to take the exam.
I guess that's it. I hope I was able to help you. And if you have any questions, again, just put them on the comments below and I'll try to answer them all. Bye, good luck.